After week 8, give me your top 5 NFC teams as you would currently rank them in this very moment.
And I do want to reiterate, me and you have not discussed this.
We have not talked about this at all.
At all. We just knew we were doing top 5. Okay, my number 1 is the Rams. And that is my number 1 team overall. And I'll just spoilers. Number 2, and this was tough because I'm deciding between 2 and 3. Number 2, I have the Bucs. Number 3, I have the Packers. But that one is tight. And then I'll go 4 Cowboys, and then I go 5 Cardinals. And then if 6 is Saints is the honorable mention. How about you?
This is so fucking annoying. Because people always complain about how we always agree on everything. And this was a chance for us to disagree about this. I have the exact same 5 teams in that exact same order.
I changed the Packers and Bucs, so maybe that could be our little discussion friction.
That is so annoying. Okay, walk me through. All right, let's start with the Rams.
Okay,
why do you think that they are just a slight smidge above everybody else in the conference?
I think if you're just talking whole team, they can win in different ways, and also on offense, I really don't think they have limitations. I think they keep I think they keep adding to their offensive repertoire every week, and it's like, oh my God. Like, what they're doing on offense is so much fun. Just the empty stuff, which we've talked about, but then just everything else they're packaging together. They're starting to get better with the run game as far as putting it more out of the shotgun. And it's like, and this is just every week. They just add a little sprinkle to it. It just like gets better and better and better. And so it's really cool to watch that offense. And defensively, I still think they're, with the new defense coordinator, they're kind of figuring out exactly what they want, but it's still good.
It's good enough. With the offense playing like this, it's more than good enough.
Exactly. And they can create plays, like they can create turnovers, and they can withstand just kind of body blows where they just like, okay, we got beat right there. They adjust to what offenses are doing, which is so important as the season goes along. I just think they're the most complete team in the NFL right now.
I think that's totally fair. For me, coming into the season, all the enthusiasm about that. My question was, how much better can the offense be if the defense is going to take a step back?
Yep.
And the step back they've taken is pretty much what I would have expected, right? You go from being the best defense in the NFL to a middle-of-the-pack defense.
Yes.
Could the offense make up for that? The offense has more than made up for that. They're the best offense in the NFL. They're the most efficient offense in the NFL. They're arguably the most explosive offense in the NFL. So they have they've gotten more than enough out of that side of the ball for them to make up in whatever decline they had offensively. So any enthusiasm people had is warranted with this version of what the team looks like. I also have them at number 1. I have the Bucs at number 2 just because I still feel like the Bucs offense is a machine.
Yes.
Like they had a couple hiccups today, but I still feel like that Bucs offense, when it's rolling, the level of talent, how well Brady is playing, that team right now, to me, is just more complete offensively than the Packers are. I have the Packers at 3 because I was impressed with the way that they played on Thursday. I was impressed that they could win in a different way, right? I was just very impressed that, all right, we don't have Devontae Adams. Our passing game is broken.
Yeah.
We're going to roll out this offense with 2 running backs doing 2 very different things, and that's what we're going to center on. Our offensive line still isn't healthy. They still have a place to go, and I think their defense, they're getting contributions from guys I didn't necessarily expect.
Yes.
So I think they're still – and I think the Bucs defense is going to get healthier. Like when the Bucs defense gets their guys back in the secondary, I think that's a big thing. But those are my 3, and I think the Cowboys are right there.
I do too. That's that. I wanted, like, when I was knocking those off, it's not like I said 2 and 3, that's tight, but it's like, it's not like a teardrop. It's like, it's more like just, that's a smash. Those 3 teams are like all in it together because I think those are all 3 good teams.
And you think the Cardinals are just a step down from all of those?
Yes. I think they are a good team though. Like they've legitimately, the JJ Watt injury does hurt.
It's the volatility to me. Exactly. I just think that they're so much more volatile than those other 4 teams. They're just not. When the Packers, even when they were struggling on offense, I still feel like they had a place to go on Thursday night. They could go to certain things. It's like, all right, we're going to run the ball just down your throat. Like, we can be this even with our offensive line not being at full strength. And that's impressive to me. Cowboys the same way today. Just like, all right, we have some guys that can make plays. Their defense stepped up. And I think the Cardinals are just a little bit more volatile than that. I think the Saints are a step outside of that group. Yes. I think they're right there. I mean, they're probably going to make the playoffs. We'll talk about them here in a minute. But that's my 5.